Welcome to the Parish the Thought Show. The opinions of Brian, your host, and his guests have not been sanitized or scientifically tested, so please consume at your own risk. Now, here's Brian.
Ladies and gentlemen, and whoever else is listening, today my guest is Jenny Tedjamulia, author of the Tales with Scales Dragon Book series with a focus on her first book, What Dragons Like to Do. Jenny is a wife, mother, and creator of dragons. She takes us on a scary, funny, and inspirational dive into the why behind her passion for pairing up these special dragons with children, and how her books have helped many kids learn to read and stimulate their creativity.
Yeah.
Jenny, thank you for joining me. Again, we tried this a year ago, and I had technical difficulties, so we didn't make it happen. So welcome back.
Yeah, thank you.
Talk to us about the Tales with Scales, What Dragons Like to Do book. What prompted you to write this little cool children's book? How long did it take you? Tell me, just kind of the genesis of it all.
Okay. Where do you want me to start, though?
Why'd you do it?
Why did I do it?
Why dragons? Is there some sort of weird obsession with dragons? It's not a weird
Sure,
obsession.
you can call
An
it that.
Obsession with dragons?
Mm-hmm. I've loved dragons since I was a little girl. And I've always loved to write, kind of. But I was rocking my second child to sleep one night, and just inspiration just started flooding my brain that I needed to write this book series about dragons. Now, these first two are kind of just introductory, like talking about the dragons. Like this one is what they like to do. So it's just kind of a simple book first, and then I'm going to get into a series later. But just the idea of having dragons and children just like best friends together. But the series was inspired kind of like from Bernstein Bears, because Bernstein Bears talks about morals and like virtues and stuff, and so it's gonna kind of be like that, where the dragon is kind of like their guardian angel to help them choose right choices, correct choices, and they'll talk about like morals and that kind of thing, but.
Morals from dragons, because in nature, right, the dragon would eat a child, right?
See, I don't know. No, just kidding.
In real nature, because it's like food. So for you to have them be friends,
right? I know.
Is that the word, diametrically opposed? I don't know, ideas or paradigm, something, big words. Okay, so...
Well, since I wrote this book, dragons have exploded. Like, now everyone writes about dragons. And, like, you have How to Train Your Dragon.
Did you write this before or after that movie?
So I started this. I published it in 2014. I think it took me 2 years. So I started it in 2012. I don't remember when that movie came out. But I always thought it was interesting how every culture has a dragon type of animal that they have in their legends or like their history, and like their art. So I always just was thinking, well, what if dragons really were real, if every culture like has them? And
what do you mean?
Well, like
do you mean they're not? Son of...
Oh, I mean, yes, that's why I wrote a book, because they're real.
You've just crushed my childhood and adult
I'm sorry.
dreams. Now I'm going to cry myself to sleep.
They're
at
real.
night.
They're real in your heart, Brian.
It's not the same.
I'm sorry. No, that's what I'm saying, is maybe they are real because they're all in like the history, like legends about them. The Chinese have their dragon and the Japanese have theirs. Like everyone has their style of dragon. And so.
Why do you think that is?
You know what? I don't know. I just love.
Is it like there. Inventing, because we've, kids close your ears. Santa Claus maybe made up. I don't
Okay,
know.
see, how is that any better than when I tell you that dragons may or may not
I would
exist?
believe in dragons faster than I would that other guy.
Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, maybe there's fossils we haven't dug up or whatever.
Well, dinosaurs are dragons, really.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't. Well, there's flying ones, so they are real.
Well, not all dragons fly either.
No.
Like
They don't.
yeah, they swim or
Those are called fish. Those are called alligators.
okay. All right.
Okay. So this is like what dragons like to do, and what's
Yeah.
the second one in the series, and where are you at with that one?
So the second one is, shoot, I forgot my own title. It's kind of another simple introductory one, but my sister illustrated that one, and I just haven't published it yet. And then I was just gonna write the 2, and then I was gonna start writing like the series, so I could jump into that sometime. I don't know.
Do you know how many books in the series there will be, or is that something that you write the next one and then it sort of naturally evolves into the following one? Or do you know?
Maybe a little bit of both. Like I have a list of values I want to cover, like honesty and like, but I don't know if it's going to be like one book per value or.
Okay, now the kids in here,
Yeah.
are they named?
No,
The kids aren't named.
not in this one. No.
Okay, so will there be like the same characters that are carried through the whole series? Kind of like the Fablehaven series
Right.
has the same characters
Or like,
being the heroes.
or like Bernstein Bears is like the same
Bernstein
family.
Bears.
Yeah, I haven't really thought about that. I just kind of wing it.
Wing it. That's funny because dragons like have wings. So that was good. That was good.
That was not on purpose.
So that means you have a brilliant mind. If you just naturally that
I am
creative.
so brilliant. It's hard to write stories and publish them while also being a mom and homeschool my kids. But they actually love helping me with it, so they'll give me ideas, and which is really nice when I'm stumped on something.
You have to think. 'Cause what are the ages of your kids again?
7 to 14.
7 to 14. So their mindset's way different than yours.
For sure.
We forget as an adult. So I bet they would have great insight to, hey, what if the dragon does this? What if the dragon does that? The moral dragons. Right?
Yeah, I like to call them guardian angel dragons.
Guardian angel dragons. Okay.
Yeah. Each kid gets their own dragon. So that was my idea. And they all help.
Does each dragon teach a specific moral concept, or each book teaches a moral
Each book. Yeah.
one concept?
Probably.
Like
Yeah.
you
I
said
think so.
honesty's one, so we have a book about honesty. And
Yeah. But so like a guardian angel, each dragon is like assigned, quote unquote, to a child to help them through life. And
ooh, that's very.
there he goes.
There he goes.
I didn't hear the door.
He heard something outside.
Oh,
He hears a car door shut.
maybe it's a dragon.
Dragons are at my door, and it's setting my little dragon dog off. Maybe the dragons can come and eat my little dog, so he doesn't screw up another podcast episode.
What else did you ask me? I forgot. You asked me why I started it.
Yeah, you love dragons, so what made you decide I'm going to write a book about them?
Well, like I said, I wasn't really thinking of writing a book. It just, I don't know if it was sleep deprivation or what, but I just started getting images and words and like a whole.
That's called inspiration, not sleep deprivation. Maybe
Is there-
it's one of the
maybe,
same.
yeah, maybe
It's hard to, yeah.
And then I just had this whole series idea in my head, but I chose to self-publish, which is hard, and then trying to raise kids and stuff. So that's why I have
You can neglect the kids for a while, and then you can have a book with dragons talking about neglect. Maybe your dragons can teach you how to be a better mom.
It's a great idea.
It's a great idea. I don't know. I mean, it's
Maybe not that great of an idea.
well, it's temporary neglect. That's they can heal that with only a couple sessions of therapy. They don't have to do a lifetime.
With chocolate.
Or chocolate. Yeah, fair enough.
No, so I have 2 books so far written, and my sister's illustrated the second one. I just gotta see if I should go to a publisher or try to publish it myself again. So.
And who's your sister?
My sister's name is Alicia Jones. So
she's illustrating the second one.
So this first one is my cousin-in-law. She did this one.
Rachel Moody. Shout out to Rachel Moody.
Well, actually, her name has changed since then, but
Well, it says Rachel Moody on the cover.
I know it's one of those changes I
it's
gotta
gospel. What's her name now?
make. You know what? I can't remember. It's Rachel still.
I guess she's
she's changed her last name.
She's not your favorite cousin anymore. She's totally in
You're gonna
trouble.
make me look bad. No, I'm just kidding. No, her name is Rachel. I just forget her
That's okay.
name.
This
last
is not
name.
about Rachel. This is about dragons and being
about
kind
dragons.
to your family. So that's another series. Being kind to your family that the dragons can teach you anyway. No, sorry, I'm not here to throw you under the bus. Just want to talk about dragons.
It's fine. I love dragons.
They're cool. You do.
I do.
And it shows.
And you know what's amazing is since I've published this, I've read it to elementary schools. My brother has taken it to his physical therapy clinic for their speech therapists, and the kids have learned to read with my book because I have really big words.
Big words, and it's so simple. That's
Big
what
type.
I love about it.
Yeah, the big type, and then it's simple. Yeah, and I've had people tell me that their kid learned on it, and it helps the speech therapy. They even lost their copy. I think a kid took off with it.
Wow. If someone's stealing your stuff, that tells you you're good.
So, I mean, that kid probably really needed it. I don't know. He just loved it.
Well, it's just simple. I'm working on a book project with my brother. And I don't want to write a long book. I just don't think the world needs another long book. In fact, I'm thinking 50 pages, maybe. But then I don't know if that's enough.
Short novel type thing.
Yeah, or just a long article. I don't know what it's going to be, but writing, it's tough. And we're both working on it. And I've been thinking about it for 6 years. And I do articles about some of the concepts, and I've done interviews and talked to people and hashed out the concepts. It's a big deal to write something like, and this, I almost want to simplify it into a picture book. Be nice to people and don't hit. And don't swear at each other on social media. The end. Maybe, seriously, it could be something. Maybe I'll have
you could keep it simple. I mean, I don't, but the important thing is just do it though.
Yeah.
If you keep sitting on it, it just won't.
Oh, we're doing
it. Just won't happen.
It's in process.
Yeah.
It's just a big deal. But
and
again,
it's hard.
Maybe it'll just simplify it, and I'll do something like this where it's just simple. Flashcards. It's a flash. My book has turned into flashcards.
Flashcard book.
Because I don't know. Because all these books, I read a lot, and I want to get another book and read it, but I'm like, why does it have to be 300 pages? Really? Does it need to be? I mean, give me some skinny books. It's all about skinny books.
What, don't you have time to sit and read 300 pages?
It's just rehashing the same stuff, it seems like, over and over, and then I forget. I started it, and then I forget what the beginning was. So that's why I like yours. It's like I can be done in 5 minutes. Literally.
Yeah, and kids love the bright colors. Everyone loves the bright colors.
It's a sweet little book, and I'm glad you're doing it. What haven't I asked you about this book and your series and why you love them and this passion of yours outside of being a mom that you want to tell people?
About the book?
Yeah. Have I asked you everything you wanted? Have you got to say everything you wanted to about this?
I think so. Well, yeah, it's hard putting yourself out there and having a vision and then seeing it and then seeing how it, I was surprised how many people came up to me and were just so grateful for their kids, they just lit up seeing my book or meeting me, or it was just, I don't know. I didn't expect such a simple book to just touch people.
So it's good that you put yourself out there and got uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is.
Now you touched people with that, and that's got to be a massive reward, I would think. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's the point of holding back?
Nothing.
You're only.
There is no point.
Yeah. You're only scaring
who
yourself.
wins?
Yeah.
Nobody wins. Nobody gets to hear what you have to say, and you don't grow.
Well, and even if only a few people are touched, you putting yourself out there, it's
worth
a win. Yeah.
It's a win. Yeah. If you can inspire or impact somebody in some way, is what you did. Like, don't hide your light. Don't put your
it under a
candle
bushel.
under a bushel.
Yeah. And if my kids like get inspired, like, hey, my mom, like even in amid like taking care of kids, she followed a dream and a passion, and she did it while taking care of kids and involved them in it. And
Yeah, the fact you involve them, that's very cool, because you've got a little focus group.
yeah, exactly.
Have you gotten feedback from other while you're working on it, other kids or just yours?
About what I should write about?
Yeah.
I think like nieces and nephews maybe have like inputted a little bit here and there. But like kids are just really good at imagination, and
Because it hasn't been beaten out of them yet by society, like adults.
well, that's why I homeschool, so it doesn't get beaten out of them.
Yeah. Oh.
Because my 14-year-old she's still just as, she loves to play pretend still, and she has a huge imagination, just like when she was 5. So I see the difference.
And we tend to not want to put ourselves out there for fear of getting something wrong or being laughed at, which is just, it's weird. It's weird how that happens in our culture,
Well, we have social media.
which is good and bad.
Well, yeah.
It's a tool.
So
But,
it's easy for people to criticize each other these days and put each other down, and, you know.
And, which is very true, totally valid, but it's also a way for you as an author to put yourself out there more. It's easier to put yourself out there with that same tool. So it's a tool.
True, yeah.
I always say it's a tool, but don't be a tool by using the tool. So
You should write that down and put it in your book.
yeah, it's probably going to go in for sure. But
Yeah, exactly. And don't be afraid, because people are getting criticized, but you can't let those kind of people stop you.
are you familiar with the man in the arena statement? I
don't think so.
I think it was one of our former presidents. I keep forgetting who it was, but it basically says, don't worry about the critic. It's not the critic who counts. It's the guy or gal who's out there in the arena, putting themselves out there, getting dirty, getting hurt, but they're in the arena. So the critics can say all they want, but they're on the sidelines, not doing, they're afraid to live their life the way they probably think or where they know they should, making fun of you, but you're out there. The guy on the stage mocking the person on the stage. Oh, that guy sucks. Yeah, guess what? But he's up there doing it, and you're not. So that's the man in the arena. It's a great. I'll send it to you. It's good.
Okay.
It's really, really
Sounds
good. So
Yeah. Well, and life's too short to like let people dictate what you should or shouldn't do.
amen. And what do they know?
Just do it. Just do it.
Just freaking do it. Nike had it right. Just freaking do it, and damn the consequences. Because if you would have been afraid of this, one, we wouldn't be here talking. You wouldn't have affected all those people. And then you'd still be wondering, which is worse. The regret of, oh, gee, I wish I woulda, coulda, shoulda. I always say, don't say, I wish I coulda while you're standing in a pile of shoulda. So
That should go in your book too.
I think it is. It's already there.
Maybe you should have flashcards. People can put it like on their fridge.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Yeah.
And my husband was super supportive too, which is, a reason why we're also here, because he was willing to, because I don't work. So
okay, rephrase that statement, what you're just saying. You work, you have 4 kids.
Okay, sorry.
Work. You don't have employment outside the home, official employment outside the home.
I work
yes, you do.
24/7. It's true.
Yes, you do.
But I don't get green paper for it. Well,
Yeah.
my husband provides for me, and he supports me in my dreams and my endeavors, no matter how crazy or weird they are. So
Well, good. He's
so
doing it right.
I have a great guy by my side.
Yeah. You want to give him a shout out?
Yeah.
Tell him something. Hey, Anthony.
Hey, Anthony. Thanks for your support.
Thanks for letting me, giving me the room to be me.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Well, that's good. No, that's huge. And we should do that. We should support each other's goals and dreams. And, my wife lets me talk to people in our home and talk to bring strangers into our home and lets me talk to them.
Yeah.
So it works. How can people find your book if they wanted to get it?
Okay.
What's the best
So
way?
the only way right now is to email me. I used to have a website,
Okay.
but I took it down. So I just have my email.
What's that email address?
That email is yldlite@gmail.com.
And I'll put that in the show notes.
Okay. If they want it. And then I can also come and read it
Yeah.
to kids and
Like schools, groups,
yeah,
just reach
whatever.
out. Do you have social media that people can
bookstores.
access you
Yeah,
through?
I'm on Facebook and Instagram, just Tales with Scales.
Tales with Scales. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll get that
And
listed.
my kids love it because I dress them up in dragon costumes. And
Like it's a play.
yeah, I have a puppet.
Puppets are awesome.
I know, I love puppets.
I love puppets.
I do.
Yeah.
That was my other dream, is to be a Jim Henson puppeteer.
Okay, when you're not
When am I
dead.
gonna do that?
You're not dead.
I don't know.
Well, you could turn that. You could take, like I said, take the content from your book, turn it into a little. Who knows? Stranger things
Yeah.
have happened, and movies have made, and little, Mr. Rogers type things.
Yeah, exactly.
The puppets. That would be great. Does the dragon just have a normal voice, or does the dragon have
I don't know.
growl?
I
What
think
does the
my
dragon-
kids just fly around the room. I just let them do whatever.
Good.
Oh, you mean my other dragon?
Yeah, your
My puppet.
your puppet dragon.
Yeah, his name is. I should have brought him.
You
What is his name? I named him after. What's the story about the knight who goes after the dragon? Now I can't remember.
Cinderella. He kills the dragon
There's
in
no
that.
Cinderella. There's no dragon in Cinderella.
Yeah, yes, there is, isn't there? No, Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yes, Sleeping Beauty.
That's
Ah,
it's the sorceress.
sorry.
Yeah,
I get my princesses mixed up,
apparently.
as only a 54-year-old man can do. Okay.
Anyway, he helps me read, or he talks, or I don't know.
Puppets are phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with voices too.
Can you do one? Because now, I don't know. Like,
don't have a puppet.
oh, you need I have a sock. I have a dirty sock.
Off your foot.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, gross.
Oh, gross! That's nasty.
Do you have pictures of your puppet?
It's just I just bought a Melissa and Doug dragon puppet. I didn't make it.
Okay.
That's
okay.
Making puppets is another one of my to-do lists.
Once your kids are out of the house or something, you have time.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, thank you again for coming back and trying this again. This has been fun. I think this is way cool. And I hope that anyone listening will support you in this and see what book 2 looks like, and when the movie's coming out.
Movie. I don't know.
Hey, dream big, right? Anthony, she's going for big stuff, so if you're listening, give her a wide berth. She needs lots of space and time to get this done.
My kids can make the movie. They want to make a movie. They can do it.
Like a high school project.
Yeah, there you go.
That'd be freaking hilarious. And you can now with YouTube. Anyone can do something, so it's
Exactly.
awesome. So.
You can do whatever.
Well, cool,
thank
Jenny.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you. No, thank you for being here again, and
it worked this time.
And it worked
We're
this time. I hope so. Okay, chat with you later.
Okay, thank you, Brian.
Thank you again for listening to The Parish the Thought Show. We know you have many podcast options and appreciate that you have chosen us. If you love what you hear, please give us a rating on whatever platform you find us. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. If you hate what you hear, only tell us. You're still here? Click on the next episode for more from The Parish the Thought Show.